It's been another mad week of football, and this time there's drama. There's drama to it. Thank you to Mo Salah for adding some spice to this dish. Now, listen, guys, you guys know where I stand on this Mo Salah debate. If you don't, go and check my previous video. And I also done FCM where Fuad was completely opposed to me. So we had a nice little debate. Maze was opposed to me as well. So it was a really, really good debate. So go and check that out if you need to check that out. But now it's time for Jamie Carragher to add his part of it. Because it's not over, people. Because Mo Salah called out Jamie Carragher basically. He said, yeah, I know he's going to chat about me. So listen, 7 p.m. tonight, we are all tuned in to see Jamie Carragher. Is he going to drop a pipe bomb like CM Punk? Is he going to drop an ether like Nas? Or is he going to just play, on the fence? It's not I'm not involved. It's not got to do with me. I'm looking forward to seeing what he says, but he knows that everybody is tuned in to that Monday Night Football. But anyway, I think I'm just going to say quickly, just to round up that bit about Mo Salah in general. I think with Mo Salah, and this case here, I think Mo Salah has played his last game for Liverpool. I think Mo Salah will not play again. I know there's this talk about he asked his family to come to the game, but maybe that's just going to be his walk around the pitch and say goodbye. But at this rate, I cannot see, and I do not think Arne Slot can put Mo Salah in his team. If Arne Slot puts Mo Salah in the squad, I feel like he's losing a lot of leverage there, in which Liverpool have enabled him to have. Now, the reports have come out that Liverpool will back Arne Slot. In this case, for me, that's astonishing. One of your club's GOATs for an Arne Slot. Listen, it's not even like it was at the Ronaldo situation. Ronaldo was in his second stint, and this is Liverpool playing their worst football, and one of your club's GOATs are at loggerheads, and you side with the manager. Fair enough. I'm looking forward to seeing how that works out, but I think Salah's situation is going to age well for him. Let's not forget, a lot of people, I can't believe I'm defending Salah this much, but let's not forget, as much as Salah's been poor, Isak has one Premier League goal. Florian Wirtz has not registered a goal or assist in the Premier League. Let's not forget these type of things. These are the big money signings. But I guess they're the priority now, which I said in one of my old videos. If they're the priority now, Mo Salah is just going to have to find a way to adapt to it. Or what happened is now, the guy's going to probably leave the football club, which is crazy. But we might have seen the last game of Mo Salah at Liverpool. Who would have predicted that when he was winning player of the year and stuff? Nobody would have predicted that. So, guys, dramatic. Another thing, Real Madrid drop points again. Real Madrid drop points again. And that's 5 times they've dropped points in the last 7 games of football. But hey, Ballon d'Or, Mbappe, Ballon d'Or. I said from a long time ago, Xabi Alonso's Real Madrid doesn't appeal to me. Even in the Club World Cup. I said Xabi Alonso's Real Madrid didn't appeal to me. Right? And I wasn't a fan of what he was going to try and do, the formation and stuff. But fair enough, he hasn't really stuck to that, He's done different things, so I'm not going to go in on that. But I've always thought about Real Madrid as a football club that just allow players to play. Everyone wants to Carlo Ancelotti out, but Carlo Ancelotti knows how to work with stars. Yeah, you're not going to win the league every single season, but Carlo Ancelotti is going to give you an opportunity to win the Champions League at least every single season. That's the reality. He just knows how to let people play and let people do what they need to do to go and win the football match. And I think with the structure that Alonso has tried to put into the Real Madrid team, I don't know how receptive the team are to that. As I said, Vinny had a little moment where it looked like, is he back? Kind of looks like it's reverting back to type. Jude Bellingham having a tough time at the moment. I think performance-wise, it's not there. It's not there. He looks kind of lost between where he should play. Is he the 10? Is he behind the striker? Is he in the midfield 8? It's kind of confusing when you're looking at Jude Bellingham to kind of put your mind on what he is at the moment. Is Jude a box-to-box player? Is he a between-the-lines 10? Is he a box-crashing second striker? Is he a controlling number 8? You're kind of confused as to what box Jude Bellingham fits into at the moment in this Real Madrid team. Realistically. And then when I look at the team, I always judge managers by, when I look at you, who have you improved in my eyes that were there before? And so far, I think Jude is worse. I think Vinny is worse. I thought Arda Güler and I thought Tchouaméni were going to be the major winners of this Alonso appointment. But Tchouaméni is flattering to deceive. In a way, you could say again. I think I look at Tchouaméni as a player that, like, you've got so much more to give, but are you ever going to give that? Are we now maybe starting to overrate you a little bit? And I'm looking at Tchouaméni. I thought when he, Club World Cup, I thought he was brilliant. I thought, whoa, he's stepping in from the back three. He's gonna have such an important role under Tchouaméni, under Alonso. But I'm just not that impressed. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Valverde, listen, I haven't seen an improvement. Güler, you could say he's improved because he wasn't even getting minutes under Ancelotti. But overall, listen, guys, you got Kylian Mbappe. They're saying going for the Ballon d'Or, blah, blah, blah. But while Mbappe is shining, everyone else around is getting worse. Jude has got worse. Vinny's got worse. Rodrigo's got worse. Now, I'm not going to say that's completely Kylian Mbappe's fault, but it's very PSG feels. Very PSG feels. I saw the game, quite a bit of the game. I'm seeing Mbappe drift. He's going to the left. He's dropping in. I'm like, I need you less on the ball. I'll be honest. I need you less on the ball. But nobody else is serving up anything good anyway. So, obviously, Real Madrid got 2 red cards, but one of them was Alvaro in the last minute. And CELTA VIGO walk away. By the way, that second, both goals, cool, composed. That back heel, cheeky. That's the goal of the week. Is it the goal of the week? That's probably the goal of the week. Harry Wilson scored a lovely one for Fulham, by the way. If you haven't seen that, guys, go and check out Harry Wilson's goal for Fulham. But the two, what's his name? Willet Svedberg. The second one, he just walks past Courtois. Beautiful, composed, lovely. But guys, I told you not to panic with the league. The Champions League, I'm worried with Barcelona. But the league, I knew we'll get Real Madrid down. 4 points clear now when just a few weeks ago, wasn't it like 6, 8, how many points were Barcelona behind? It was a few points of like 2 games at least. And now 4 points clear and they've taken control of La Liga. 47 goals scored in 16 games. That is Hansi Flick football. And I'm not going to lie, since the Chelsea game, I think the defensive performances now, conceded 3 against Betis, but personally, I didn't feel like it was one of them ones where, I don't know. I know Betis had more shots and stuff like that, but I still think slightly, just with the way the chances are happening, the defensive line is improved a little bit. And there's some things that I want to talk about that I saw in this Barcelona game, right, when I was watching it. First and foremost, as I said before, as a backup kind of B man, Ferran Torres might go into the Hall of Fame. We might have to start putting Ferran Torres into the 12th man Hall of Fame. How many guys have a record of like scoring hat tricks while being the B man? You know, when he starts, he scores. When he comes off the bench, he scores. And today he got a hat trick. He is in the 12th man Hall of Fame. And he's a very booky player. He's very like unorthodox. You just don't know what you're going to get from him. But what you do get is production. You do get goals and assists. You do get contribution. But sometimes it can be a bit he can be a bit dry. But Ferran Torres in the 12th man Hall of Fame. Now, the interesting thing today was, the previous game was Yamal played in the number 10. And a lot of people, and Rooney played on the right wing. Now, I thought Rooney played really, really well. Got the goal. He got an assist. His finish was beautiful. His assist was a really good cross into Ferran Torres as well. And I would like the look at him. Now, he hasn't had many opportunities to start, but he has now just put his name in the hat to Hansi Flick to say, listen, I can start these games. I can start because you can also get the versatility of Lamine Yamal to play in between the lines. Now, a lot of people are saying that was an unbelievable game from Yamal. For me, it was just a normal game for Yamal. He got the goal from the penalty. It was a normal game. It is nice to see him in the 10 role, though. You know, getting on the ball, turning around, getting it on the half turn, and trying to play. One thing is, though, I know a lot of people want to see Lamine Yamal as a 10. But I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I don't think I'm ready for Lamine Yamal as the 10 yet, guys. Because I feel like it makes him get into his passing and playmaking bag. Listen, while you're 18 years old, I still want to see the ferocious, peak athleticism, raw. I'm just going to go at you, Lamine Yamal. I'm going to cut in and take shots. Whether you're playing on the right. Now, what I think is when he's on the right, he should be able to come off and play with that freedom. But in the 10, I think it makes you be more, you have to use your brain, you have to scan, you have to get on the ball, play the right passes, and it kind of makes your game kind of cooler, but you're playing the part. I still want that ferocious one. That was Messi when Messi got to about 2015. He started being this more methodical player. But I want to see 2011 Messi. I want to see 2010 Messi. I want that from Lamine Yamal. You know what I mean? Obviously, you can go 2007 Messi. I want to see that from Lamine Yamal right now. Still the most exciting player in the world. And I think when you go into the 10, you start being a little bit more corrupt. Nah, while you're young, fit, athletic, I want him on the right wing at the moment. But Rooney did put in a good performance. And listen, it just shows the options that Barcelona can have and what different threats they can pose. Of course, I want to talk about one guy, though. And I actually had the opportunity to see this guy in Baltimore. I went to Barcelona v AC Milan in Baltimore in the summer friendly in about 2024, I think it was. And me and Liaz went, and we both just looked at each other and said, this kid is a baller. And I'm talking about Marc Bernal. Marc Bernal. Now, a lot of people are not familiar with him. Obviously, Barcelona fans are. But a lot of people are not familiar with him because he obviously had a big injury which set him out. Basically, well, it set him out the whole year. But this guy, guys, is a baller. This guy is a baller. A lot of people are saying he's like a Busquets. And maybe you can say that because of the composure and stuff. But no, he's a big. He can run. He can dribble. I know Busquets could, but he could run. He's got more legs than Busquets. I can't wait to see Marc Bernal really start to kick on. This is a really, really good talent. Straight from the La Masia talent factory. Straight from that Spanish mold of 6. But I even think with his ability level, he can play 8. But let me not get greedy. But Marc Bernal, guys, let's wait and see. He came off the bench and he had a very good, I think it was at 20 minutes. A very good little 20 minutes against Betis. The composure to drag the ball past people, to drive the attack. Let's look out for this guy, man. Listen, he very quickly can become one of my favorite players. Because when me and Leah saw him, we were like, this is a baller. Listen, I know a baller when I see one. My eyes are sharp to the ballers. And he was probably 16. No, he was probably 16 at the time when I saw him. Probably 16 years old. So, guys, 18 years old. Let's see what he's going to do. Can he make a late run to the Euros? Let's see what's going to happen there. Now, Neymar. Let's move on to Neymar. Neymar, guys, has saved Santos from relegation. Can we give that a round of applause, please? Can we give that a round of applause? We've got to give a shout out to Neymar. Congratulations to Neymar. He has kept Santos up after refusing to take knee surgery. That is real men to the core. We've got to give it to him. Neymar's often been accused of being a diver. He misses games. He did a dive, which, okay, if that's your opinion, that's your opinion. But now Santos have stayed up after Neymar refused to take surgery and make sure that he's present for these games. And in the end, they end up actually finishing 12th. So in the end, it looks like it was pretty comfortable. But really and truly, it wasn't. Actually, Vitoria were the team to come out. That's insane. So Sierra and Fortaleza have dropped out. And I did a little video, I did a little short about it. So go and check that out if you guys want to check that out. But wow, Neymar has come up with the heroics. The heroics. Let's see if there's anything else to catch up with. Obviously, as I said, people, go and check out Harry Wilson's goal. That might be the goal of the weekend. Crystal Palace nicked that game 2-1. Mark Gahey at the end with the winner. Keep warming up, Mark Gahey. We got a World Cup to go and win, mate. We got a World Cup to go and win. Rasmus Hojlund with a brace at the top of the table clash with Juventus. Rasmus Hojlund with a brace. And do you know what? Fair play to him. There were 2 very instinctive goals. The first one, he actually made a brilliant run to run across the man and put the ball in the back of the net when the cross came in. And the second one, instinct. Weston McKennie heads it across, and Rasmus Hojlund, you got to be there. You got to be in the mixer. The positioning is so key. He gets his easy goals. 2 goals within the 6-yard box, pretty much. Thank you very much. I'm a striker. That's what I need. That's how I make my living. So credit to Rasmus Hojlund for coming up clutch in a big, big game as Napoli go top. Listen, guys, this life after United thing. This life after United. Life is too good after United for players. And everybody at Man United, it sucks all the time when they're at the club. So all of you guys that are wishing, Kobe can go. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for, because life after United is pretty sweet for a lot of players. Genuinely, it is really, really, really sweet. Harry Kane obviously got a hat-trick, but this is becoming a regular thing. Harry Kane scoring. By the way, Harry Kane, once Elise gave that penalty, had that shot, and the guy had the handball on the line, you've got to give Elise the penalty. Come on, I know you're a gunman, but you got to give him the penalty. Guys, come on. You got to give him the penalty. You've got to give him the penalty. But listen, guys, Manchester United play against Wolves. Manchester United play against... I'm going to have to bring back The Undertaker for this one. Guys, I promise you, with all my heart, if Manchester United give Wolves their first win of the season, I think I'm going to retire from YouTube. I think I'm going to retire from YouTube. I can't do this. I can't do this. Last week I did a rallying cry. Come on, boys. Let's go. We drop points. If Manchester United lose to Wolves, this is the reason why I'm even going, guys. I'm probably going to do a watch along. We'll see. I might do a watch along, or I'm going to do a reaction. I'm going to be with Harry Pinero. I'm actually doing it for my safety, because I need somebody next to me when I'm watching this game. Because if Manchester United lose to Wolves, Harry's going to take over my YouTube. He can do it. He can do it. He can do it. But let me not even think about that. Guys, like, share, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Let me know what you lot missed, guys. These football roundups are for you guys to drop in the comments what I missed or what I haven't discussed. Just let me know. It's just a little roundup. It's just a bit of fun. Let me know, man. Let me know. So drop that shit in the comments. Like stuff that you saw, the stuff that you noticed, the interesting things. I saw Allegri say football was created by the devil. I have no idea why he said that. I haven't found any form of transcript after that why he said that comment. So that was killing me. That was killing me. How can you say football is created by the flipping devil? But yeah, man, guys, there's not much more I can say about this week. Everything else is now just basketball. But we're going to be bringing back the basketball. We're going to be bringing the basketball content to the channel, by the way, guys. So let me know. Like, share, subscribe, turn your notifications on. It's your boy, CultureCams. I'm out. Peace.